Hello everybody, it's I, the Luigi Big Mac, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Last time, we got zapped. We found decisive evidence. Von Karma admits that it's all his doing, and then zaps both me and Maya. And steals our fucking letter. But, we snagged the bullet from him, so suck it, Von Karma. This is it, Judgment Day. Today things are gonna get settled at last, a lot of things. Ah! But what's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Petra's looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! What are you doing? I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge. Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Whoa, pal. What's gone into that girl? Detective come. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How'd it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took him nightbound. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock, I got on the way in. I feel pretty good. You know, he says he's forgotten his own name, but that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember him, and I'm going to prove it. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Right. Very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be all just... Very well. Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. There's the fucking bastard. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he currently has lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away at all, as he will now testify. I see. Very well. Please begin your testimony. I'm really sorry about it, just leaving like that yesterday, like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to go buy some food for Polly, see? I figured it got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I gave one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as it is. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. Alrighty, well, nothing there. You think you have nothing? Fuck off, man. You lost most of your memory, is that correct? Yep, seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory. You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove what that's going on that old cougar's head? That's impossible. I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, we'll just continue. Yeah, but then, you do have a motive. Jackass. How can you say you have no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Why do you say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order. Mr. Wright, there's a serious problem with your claim. Are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Oh, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So who is he? Don't play dumb, Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us the witness's name. His name is Yanni Yogi. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh, Yanni Yogi! From the DL6 incident? Figures the judge would have heard of it. Such a big. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Just. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness, is Yanni Yogi? Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this in court? And this is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I gotta know where else to go. Nick, how are you gonna go prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. Right, see, that makes sense. Just. Huh? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. What? Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? What? No fingerprints? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with stuff. Yep. What? Yogi, you sneak. Bring your fingerprints. Well, the witness has no fingerprints. I guess we'll not be able to prove his identity. No, just. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? Seems that the case has been decided, no? No, I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. Wait, but no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There's be another way. There is no one who can testify it. As to who this witness is, no one. Nick, what are you going to do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his face. What do I do? Just. Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you would like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief, Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot? What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to. Your Honor, the defense would like to take up Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Von Karma on my proposal. Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Order. Very well. What do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Did you even ask? This is a farce. I object. Wait a second. You're the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do so, as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please, be my guest. Of course, you should go through with this. And nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy. Well, still want to go through with your little game? Yeah, I'm doing it. Fuck off. Let the parrot take the stand. I'll cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Well, Carl's raked every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least I think so. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name. The witness is ignoring me. Must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Very well, witness. Who's your order? Please or testify for us. This is really funny. Hello, Swak! Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well, beginning cross-examination. Right, what are you going to do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Well, we have nothing to press on, so... Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right, what do we say? Have we forgotten something? As I recall, 2 days ago. Polly, have we forgotten something? Squawk, don't forget DL6, squawk! If I can get Polly to say that here, that would prove that the caretaker has something to do with DL6. Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello, squawk! That's not what we're supposed to say. Forgot. We've something we forgot. Hello, squawk! Uh-oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it. This is just something the matter, Mr. Wright? Wait, don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the Barrett, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we forgot anything? Well... Witness. Wait. Let's see. Let's try with what's your name. Maybe I should get her to say her name. Polly, what's your name? Polly, squawk! Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parent's name is Polly. Does this have anything to do with our owner's identity? Of course. Yes, it does. Huh, fascinating. We claim that the parent's name will prove our owner's identity. This shows us proof. Dick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, prove that the parent's caretaker reveals the caretaker's identity. So, well, actually, let's check the deal 6. So that makes sense. After his arrest, fiancée Polly Jenkins committed suicide. The DL6 case file? That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is the proof on then? Show us or stop wasting our time. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please show us the page. Where in the file is this? Where in the file is the information connected to the parent's name? Suspect data. It's on the suspect. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed. It does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly? Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible. Bah, a mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old. Indeed. Alone it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We'll need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I going to find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can just get one piece of evidence. Right, but what? Very well, witness. You may continue. Oh, here we go. Blah, 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 blah. What's the safe number? Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe. Huh? The safe? Why? Let's just try and get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what's the number of to the safe in the shack? 1228! 1228! My, what a reckless parent. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ha! Ridiculous. How could the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's identity? And then DL6 case file again because the case summary. Because I did glance over this while I was rereading it. 1228 makes sense to me. The DL6 case file. What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to the safe number? It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Ah! He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It is certainly an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Bah! I set my ATM cards to 0001 because I'm number 1. This has nothing to do with a date. Nothing. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seem more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Summon the boat taker of the boat shop. Immediately. Witness, tell us your name. Wait. This witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, it looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally, he's been acting feeble to hide his true identity, acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name in front of me. My name is Yana Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order! Yana Yogi. So, was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me that it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written down in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought it was my chance after 15 years, this was it. Finally, chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a minute. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Von Karma, where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth, is innocent, in this case at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you're cleared of suspicion for this particular case, so I'd like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Yay! We did it! Yay! That is all. This court is adjourned.
Objection!
Shut up, Edgeworth, and look at Von Karma smirking. He knows what he's doing. Did someone say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means no. Edgeworth, Your Honor. I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick! Edward's trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them that he killed his own dad. Uh-oh, what do I do? Shit, do we? Actually... Raise an objection. The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edward's outburst. Did something like this happen yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He is right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. For 15 years, I have a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare, that's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide, either. Everything was clear as day. The murderer. The criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me, Your Honor. I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6. The statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me. As he points to someone else. Order! Order! This certainly is unexpected. The defendant declared innocence, confessing to a different crime. A crime of which the statute of limitations runs out today. Not really sure how I should deal with this. Bah! It's obvious. We hold a trial. Right here, right now. We tried this man for his crime 15 years ago. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I'll consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective, but it's the truth, and I deserve to be punched. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy! Just crazy! Nick, what are you doing? Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Case for what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belt. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Mr. Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed to his crime. Let's begin the hearing on his testimony. By hearing his testimony. Then, through pointless, let the defense do their cross-examination. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. But Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Yeah, sorry, folks. Been recording 3 back-to-back episodes at 3 a.m. at night. Well, Miles Edgeworth takes a stand. Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That would be key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father, Mr. Yogi, lost her composure. my father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. Until now, you thought this memory was a dream. We were stuck in the elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen jet in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events. Bah! The same claim Mr. Yogi had made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. There's something here that's bothering me. It's this statement right here. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and then a scream. Now, we're going to read that DL6 incident one last time here. Because we haven't pointed out the victim data. One bullet was found in the heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. That's the thing. It was fired twice. As stated in here. Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious till the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this as evidence unless you tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony? The victim data, of course. Look at the victim data in this file. It says, quite plainly, the murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired prior to the main shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that same shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot was fired? The other shot fired had something to do with the case? Well, wait, yes, we do. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof. What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well. Mr. Wright, show us your proof. You have evidence that the second firing in this pistol is related to the incident. Let's see, the slate photo, red map, DL6 photo. Yeah, this is it. Look at this photograph. Look at this photograph. I'm sorry, folks. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired where? Your Honor, please get a clue. Show the judge what the contradiction in the photo is. Gee, it's almost like it's right there. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there's also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Order, Mr. Wright. What are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart, the other hit the elevator door. Remember, the defendant lost consciousness after he fired rang out, or after the first shot rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try case summary page. The case summary page, that's on page 1. Look what's written on there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol was indeed fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet was never found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That's the truth of the matter, is the whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hold. Order, Mr. Wright. That's proven one thing that to us quite clear. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet was not found. It's highly unlikely that police merely overlooked the second bullet. So all we have is a single bullet fired. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to discount the defense's claim. Just. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. Gah! How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick! If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No. Well, what? But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just when I saw the photograph, I thought that the 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I won. I thought there was another person, someone else who would fire a killing blow. But I was wrong. I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick. Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Mr. Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Mr. Wallace Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention? Yes, I did. Oh no. He's accepted the guilt. Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now. Indeed. Does anyone else have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's going blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright? I have an objection. Objection! Your Honor, I object. Just. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Oof, Nick. I don't know. Is this case perfect? Oh no. Ah! It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist. But where? It seems waiting is not going to produce any. It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet. It exists. What? But we just heard proof that doesn't exist. I realize that, Your Honor. Really grasping. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer. The murderer? Then tell us, who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet, but why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a straight bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressure need for the murderer to search that bullet? The murderer didn't need to. Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that straight bullet? I haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Eric had to take it. The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think. Why was the bullet taken? Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to take the bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright. What do you mean? Well, for instance, well, maybe the bullet hit the murderer? The bullet? The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but you know, what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murder, the murderer themselves was shot. And then they left with the second bullet still inside them. Thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime. Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from the elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yamayogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside, yes. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges in the bullet. The bullet goes through the elevator and hits the murderer on the outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees them outside. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murder. No one's wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of it. Hey, Nick. I just thought of something really crazy. Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow! Oh my god, sorry guys, my voice is dying. Oh. This will probably be the last time I do dialogue-heavy game, back episodes in a row. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and last vacation he'd taken in his many years of prosecuting. What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. That's Von Karma. Oh man, something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you've indicated the possibility that the murder came from outside. Can't give us the name of your suspect. Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? Say it now. Your Honor, there's a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. But what? Von Karma. Von Karma? You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor, the one standing right over there? Bah! You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months, starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to hear my injury from the incident. Presently, prove it. I would have to need surgery. No. Where did I go? Under the knife at, Mr. Wright. Bring the doctor to operate on me. Have him testify. Here, Nick, let's find out who this doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth, I know Von Karma perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Sure, nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull the bullet out yourself. Wait, what does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove I was shot? I do have evidence. Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how much you like it so much. What? The evidence that proved Karma was shot was the fucking metal detector from fucking Gumshoe. Gumshoe saved us all once again. Von Karma's perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean? I do. There's a possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Is that even possible for all these years? Well, there's only one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Von Karma, I'm gonna run this over you and see what we find. Oh! Motherfuckers sweating bullets now, huh? Feel the power of our brain. Feel the power of our intelligence. You will lose and I will win. Bam! I refuse. You refuse? For refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Order. Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. The statute of limitations runs out in this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Beep, beep, beep. You reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma? You. It was you. Sorry, that was you. It was you. I was afraid this would happen, so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove it? Prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here. Not I. But Mr. Wright, well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course you can. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. That's because he took it out of the record room yesterday. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edward? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. The bullet. Taken from Gregory Edwards' heart. That's a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edwards. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. A bullet fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. The one bullet removed from Gregory Edwards' heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We can analyze both bullets. Then if the markings match, I don't know how else we were voiced from Phoenix, but if both bullets match, we will know that both bullets have been fired from the same gun, the very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edwards. I just realized, wouldn't this? Hold on, wait a minute. This pistol bullet looks similar to the DL6 bullet. Was the same gun used? Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder? You will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to the ones on this bullet. Install this case once for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? That scream. I heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Help! I can't breathe! Yeah. I'm not gonna go through this whole thing again. Get away! Get away from my father! Bang. It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma! It was you who screamed. Mr. Von Karma? Edward, you would dare defy me. So, it was you. You and your father are my curse! Up, now he's giving some brain damage. Excellent. Your father shamed you with a penalty of my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I will bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death! Death! I like that the fucking text box shake. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I would never have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth! It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and found my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain! A horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the light came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, they still lay on my feet. I knew then it was destiny. In his last moments, Greg Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Just, who would have thought another man would have to come open that elevator door? Judge! What are you doing? Do your job! Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. It appears that we have come to a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You are innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty! What? What are you still doing here? Get out of here! That is all. The court is adjourned. Whew. Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed. Gotta say, I'm impressed. That's pretty close, though. I was sure we had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yes? Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try, thank you. I see. Thank you. Right. You're welcome. I think you could have done that better. Sorry. You gotta learn. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. She's got you there. Whoa! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Oh! I feel foolish. Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all! What are you doing here? Lada! Yo, we're right in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank y'all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing? Hello? Who, me? Oh, keep skipping. Let's see. Yeah, there's no way for me to, and there's no way for me to... I know the older, like... I think in the newer games, they do add a thing that allows you to reread what people said. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer very quickly. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life's over. What? What's that face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Fiance. She's going to live in Paris, Nick. Paris. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that one coming. Yo, Edgy. There you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts! You come along tonight too, pal. And two, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Look forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. He says treat. That's definitely thought for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah. What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me. It got money in it. Well, yeah, that's strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but not a lot either. 38 exactly? Nick, wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? 38? No! No! Larry, it was you! What are you so surprised about, right? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically roll him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came to school anyway. And he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I was never good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like you did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in the school. When something smells, it's usually the buttons. I know. Really, right. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth, you should have told me. Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Do you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I say so, yes. There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, we've always been something of an insufferable emotionless. Yeah, and you get worked up to it, too. Death! The death sentence for both of you. Man, if I only had known him, I had become a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. Became a prosecutor to, in part, to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth, want to switch, right? Hey, y'all. Line up. I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time. Let's go. And after that, dinner on me. Detective. guys, you know how late it currently is. It's like, it's nearly 4 a.m. Jesus Christ, I should probably get to bed. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. Yep. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Oh, wow, Phoenix is hungover tonight. Huh, it's only 5 o'clock. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this, a letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spear meeting. I'm in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spear medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Aww. Goodbye? What time is it? Yeah, the first train for the mountains have already left to the station. I guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick! Maya! So, you're leaving? Yeah, it's hard being a spear medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Hold it! But wait! What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya, huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in the daze. Sorry, but I have evidence to prove that. Evidence? The fucking bullet. Take that! A bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued that last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you're the one who gave it to me. Nick. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay. I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. So, this is it. See you soon. Or, see you soon, Maya. Thanks, Nick. So my story ends. Time to turn a new page. Say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. The same crazy cast of characters. Ha! Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh. I got a bad feeling about this. Objection! And that, folks, is technically the end of the original GBA game. Hence why the credits are playing. So... Oh. Hey, pal! Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Whoop! Detective Gumshoe! Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? So, some of you guys might be thinking, is that going to be the end of the Let's Play? Jesus, going on for an hour. Huh? Nick? No, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you call a cheap date. Huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now? Yeah. So, there's one more case after this one, and it was not in the original game. Like I said, this was the last case. Oh hi Pain. Who, right? Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. What an ego maniac. Anyways. Oh, the butler. Phoenix Wright. The defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit for. Oh, you should know, I've taken over management of Gaywire Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by. Anyway, so this one case only, so this game got re-released for the DS, and one case was added. Oh, it's you. Phoenix Wright? Ah, yes, misunderstanding, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Anyway, so yeah, so this one case was made for specifically the DS, and well, obviously it's here now for obvious reasons. But yeah, Phoenix Wright, is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. He can't be a star without a name like Phoenix. Oh, and she's just gonna ramble on. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, so Let's Play's not over. We have one more case we have to do, and then the Let's Play will be over. Hey, it's Will Powers. I'm pleased to announce that Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'll keep my face out of public eye until the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know. Oh wait, Penny. Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. Sounds like she called a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but I didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway? Anyway, so yeah, for the most... Oh, it's the boy. Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess. Alright? But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her. The one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ah, what a dog. I was kind of shocked for a boy of my tender age. Well, that's what you get for spoiling yourself, kid. Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. Huh, me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous. I think she's referring to me, if I had to guess. But yeah, so there's one last case in this game. That'll be the last thing. Oh god, my light bulb. Oh, yep, there's Maya right there. I was right. Oh, my own fucking light bulb is flashbanging me. Oh, fuck off. God. Capcom, there we go. But yeah, just to reiterate. A brand new episode has been added. Yep, see, there it is, folks. There it is. Yep. Is it gonna take us all the way? Wait, is it gonna automatically start episode 5? Oh my god, it is! Excellent. Well, folks, today is the end of... Well, this is the end of today's episode. For the most part, we've beaten the game. But, let's just say we got a new game plus that we have to go through. Or maybe count this DLC. Even though it came out for the DS. Back in, like, 05, probably. Well, if you guys enjoyed the content I do, please consider subscribing, as I really appreciate it. Because, I don't know about you. It is 3:56 in the morning right now. I need sleep. With that being said, so please subscribe to the channel, because I am dedicated to this fucking craft, man. I'm pulling, like, almost all-nighters just to do this shit. So, subscribe so the channel can grow. Leave a comment and like. So this video can get pushed on the algorithm. So otherwise I'm going to have to keep killing my voice more just to get noticed. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next episode where we're gonna start the final episode, Rise from the Ashes. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Until then, bye bye.